Right, and in previous lives as well. And they can only
That
imagine.
was always the philosophy, but it was not in practice. Because some manipulated everything to their own benefit. Because when they saw what was busy happening in the universe, that there was a consequential outflow to actions, they attempted to manipulate it so that they don't have to face it, which is happening a lot in this world. The rich nations living at the expense of the poor, for instance. Deliberately dumbing down some parts of society so that some may have it all. The same principle is existent in heaven.
Dumbing down most of the society so that they don't and are not able to, let's say, walk the ladder of success, so that only a select few who are educated to walk the ladder of success and have all the money and the power in the world.
That's why a money system that provides for all equally within the context of support as life, the realization that each being is life, and accordingly providing each with that which will give them dignity within their experience, will obviously change our perspective of everything and will remove all power from those that has money.
So it sounds like these things are set up to correct what we've been doing.
All that exists is a prism. A corrective prism, a reflective mirror, a containment of all that perceive itself to be life, to see that they have never been life, they have only been that which was a parasite, that which was consuming each other in the name of self-interest and the name of having a better experience than someone else. At least God loves me, that's why my experience is better than yours.
So it's basically we've always known that consequence exists, that our actions, our words have a direct influence on ourselves and everything and everyone else, and that we are the determining factor within ourselves and within and as everything and all else. And so a select few from a perspective saw that directly and attempted to, as you've said, create loops or cycles so that consequence or direct consequence is not experienced, but that the consequence is diverted to a mass so that a select few can be saved from having to be directly touched
by adversity.
By their consequence, by their
the
actions,
select
by their words.
few, yes, had a superior idea about themselves and regarded all other manifested forms as lesser than them and thus not equal.
But why does that point as well exist? Is because it exists within each one. That each one, if you were in that position, you would have done exactly the same. So you cannot blame them.
Not so much blame. It's just that we want to correct ourselves. We want to act within the principle of equal and one, and be that instead of the experience-based living.
Let me place it to you this way. If your life were a success, you would not be here today.
No. I understand that.
That is the basic principle. Therefore, what do we know? If your life is not working for you, you are likely to seek out an answer. And you are more likely to look for an answer that will have a long-term effect so that you don't have to go through the misery of a life that's not working. Therefore, this world will have to now enter that which is busy happening, where everyone's lives will not work, so that each one may face this point. of what happens if you are living without considering everyone else equal and one. So from that perspective, everything we've ever known about all philosophies, all religions, all gurus, masters, everything becomes irrelevant, because none of it is considered a practical solution to what it is we are really experiencing within the context of eternity. It is only ever considered a single life at a time. I would implore you to consider things within the context of eternity. You are going to be around for a very long time. You've been around for a very long time. You're only forgetting because you're trying to run away from consequence. Now consequence is enforced through the timelines and energies that has been slowly but surely building up to a manifested reality, which is called the end times. Are we going to get it? We don't know. Armageddon will sell us, isn't it? Maybe there will be Armageddon. Maybe we must getting on with this now and get it done.
Yeah.
But understand that it is possible to actually correct yourself within one physical life, to bring here into every breath both action and consequence and directive principle. 3 points. This is the act, this is the consequence, this is how I direct it. I stop myself and I now direct myself. A direct intervention by yourself within your own life. Then groups that becomes direct interventions within this world for those that are not currently in a position to do anything for themselves. I mean, there are many that, due to what we have allowed, are not in a position that they can help themselves. You cannot leave them there.
That could have been you.
It could have been you in another life. So there is a responsibility. Destiny is such a group that has taken on that responsibility, and we will be doing it in various ways. You may join us. I mean, we are a culture worthy of considering.
Yes, by all means.
We may cultivate, after all, within you a principled expression that will benefit all life. In that cultivation, you will have to give up all the cults you belong to now. Because everything in this world exists as cults only. Because it's all cultures that are specifically presenting and promoting experiences which makes you feel better than another, that never consider everyone. The moment that self-interest emerges, no, I am a member of a cult. I am not considering everyone. Let me stop here. Reconsider my position, because there will be a consequence. How do you know there will be a consequence? Man, oh man, there's one thing no one in this world can stop. That's death. We'll be waiting for you.
Yes. Is there anything else you want to say?
Not at this time.
I thank you both for being here and providing us with a little insight on how to take on our day. Thanks. Okay.